The Hamilton method, also known as the largest remainder method, is a widely recognized approach to apportionment used to distribute a fixed number of resources, such as legislative, seats, funding, or workload, among different groups in proportion to their share of a total, originally proposed by Alexander Hamilton in the late 18th century for allocating seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. The method ensures an equitable distribution by first assigning whole number quotas and then distributing the remaining seats based on the largest decimal remainders. The Hamilton's method is valued for its simplicity and fairness, making it a preferred choice in electoral systems, budget allocations, and decision-making frameworks, where proportional representation is crucial. However, it is met without flaws.
Impact in various fields. The method is susceptible to mathematical paradoxes, such as the Alabama paradox, where an increase in total number of seats can lead to counterintuitive reduction in a group's allocation. Additionally, the population paradox and new state paradox can sometimes create inconsistency in seat distribution. Despite these challenges, the Hamilton method remains an essential tool in apportionment theory, in influencing modern political representation and resource distribution strategies. This report will explore its methodology, applications, advantages, and limitations, providing a comprehensive analysis of its impact in various fields. Its lower quota, the integer part of its exact quota, and any remaining seats are distributed to the regions with the largest fractional parts until all seats are assigned. So the key terms are apportionment, standard divisor, standard quota, the lower quota, and the upper quota. For the apportionment, it is the process of distributing a set of number of items or seats among groups based on specific criteria, often population size. For standard divisor, it is a value calculated by dividing the total population by the total number of seats available. It represents the population of each seat should ideally represent. The standard quota, it is the exact fractional number of seats by a group that should receive. It determined by dividing the group's population by standard divisor. For lower quota, it is the whole number part of a standard quota found by rounding down to the nearest integer. And the last part is the upper quota. It is the next whole number greater than the standard quota found by rounding up to the nearest integer.
All seats are allocated. Now we'll go through the steps and procedures of Hamilton's method. First, calculate the standard divisor by dividing the total population by the number of seats to be allocated. Next, for each group or state, divide its population by the standard divisor to get the standard quota. Then round down each standard quota to the nearest whole number. This gives the lower quota for each group. And for the last step, if there are leftover seats, distribute them to these groups with the largest decimal remainders until all seats are allocated.
Suppose we have a small country with 5 states and we need to allocate 25 seats in a legislature based on our population. So the population of state A, there is 2,450,000. For state B, there is 1,800,000. For state C, there is 3 million. And for state D, there is 750,000. And for state E, there is 2 million. And a total of 10 million.
So okay, we will use the Hamilton. answer this sample problem. So we have 25 seats. We distribute 25 seats on each of the state. So we have state population of 2,450,000 on state A, 1,800,000 in state B, 3 million in state C, 750 in state D, and 2 million in E. So the first step in distributing the seats fairly on each state is step 1. We need to find the standard divisor. So how do we find the standard divisor? So the formula of standard divisor is we divide the total population of the state A, B, C, and D. So we have the total population of 10 million. And we have 10 million. And we divide the 10 million to 25 seats. So divide by 25 seats. So 10 million divided by 25 seats is equals to 400,000. So our standard divisor is 400,000. So we divide then each 400,000 on each of these states. So we have 400,000. 400,000, 400,000. Okay, 400,000. Now we proceed to step 2, which is to find the standard quota by dividing the population and the standard divisor. So we have 2,450,000 divided by 400,000, we get 6.125. 1,800,000 divided by 400,000, we get 4.5. 3 million divided by 400,000, we get 7.5. 750,000 divided by 400,000, we get is 875. And 2 million divided by 400,000, we get 5.0. Sorry, this is 1.875. So now we have standard quota of 6.125 of state A, state B 4.5, state C 7.5, state D 1.875, state E 5.0. So we proceed to
using Hamilton's method, we fairly distributed 25 legislative seats among 5 states based on their populations. We calculated each state's standard quota, ideal number of seats, and assigned the whole number part. Since this left 2 unassigned seats, we gave them to the states with the largest fractional remainders, D and C. The final apportionment ensures proportional representation, where large states receive more seats, but smaller states are not overlooked. This method maintains fairness by minimizing rounding disparities while keeping the total number of seats fixed. Start.
Therefore, we can conclude that Hamilton method is a proportional apportionment technique that ensures fair distribution of fixed resources based on population or other criteria. While simple and widely used, the method has mathematical paradoxes that can create inconsistencies in allocation. Despite this limitation, it remained a valuable and essential tool for resource distribution and apportionment theory. The final apportionment using this method balances fairness by ensuring that larger groups receive more representation while smaller ones are not disregarded.